Hi, I'm Doug Wiley, Senior Editor of PoliceOne.com and your host for C4i Today. I'm here today with Brad Kay with C4i. Brad, we've had a few conversations in the past about C4i. I want to get a quick update. And for those of us who, in the audience who don't know about the company, give us a little overview of the company.
So C4i, as you know, is a product or a company that develops, delivers, and supports voice communication systems for public safety customers, for military customers, transportation, mining. And one of the key things about all of those systems is that it's high integration of radio and telephony for dispatchers and other users.
Mm-hmm. One of the things that interests me about your company is some of the things that differentiate what C4i does with the rest of the universe of companies and offerings that are out there. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Sure, Doug. Over the last 20 years, we've gone a long way to developing our current range of products, which are end-to-end voice-over IP-based systems, which are very much standards-based. They provide high levels of reliability and redundancy, and we keep improving our product in an evolutionary manner. We provide typically 3 new product releases every year, adding new features based upon the voice of our customers in terms of what they need in the future. So we're trying to meet future requirements as well as current requirements of the customers.
One of the things that fascinates me about some of the materials that I've read from your company, as well as some of the things I've seen on the internet, is the levels of redundancy. For example, what do you do to ameliorate the problems of power outages, for example?
The network becomes a critical part of a system once you move to unified communications and a voice-over IP type environment. Your communication from a dispatcher to the radio is totally dependent upon now the network. So you don't want a situation where failure of a network switch can bring down all of the operators or other equipment. So what C4i does, which very few other people do, I think, is provide complete redundancy of the network. All of our edge devices support duplicate LANs, and that means that virtually no component or no single component can bring the whole system down.
Mm-hmm. That high level of reliability is absolutely critical to public safety, to military, to government operations. So how do you address the totality of that offering that C4i makes in order to provide that level of reliability?
And that comes somewhat from our heritage in working with military programs. The products that we use in our systems are designed to meet military specifications we've used in military programs for many years. They've all been tested to these very stringent procedures. And those sort of tests and rigorous development processes that we take them through ensure that they're going to last.
Well, Brad, we're running up against time. We want to take a quick break and see a wee bit of a commercial here, and we'll be right back.
We build hardware devices at each end which convert the analog voice into digital IP. When we connect to the operator's headset or his speaker, it's converting it from that SIP protocol back into clear, crisp audio.
I think the system would do everything I would need it to do. Go ahead and interface many radios from various operating systems, from the police, fire, to telephone.
It's very user-friendly, quick. I mean, it's just push of a button.
C4i is different than other dispatch competitors because we not only provide all the features that they do, we're continually developing and adding new capabilities to meet our customers' requirements.
And we're back. I'm Doug Wiley with Police One, and I'm also your host of C4i Today. I'm here now with Dave Alonzi. Dave with C4i. Want to jump right into the question on interoperability. How important is interoperability to C4i customers?
Oh, very important. In the U.S. today, interoperability is a huge issue because many of these customers have disparate radio networks and they have agencies bordering them that have to cross-communicate. They get involved in a situation, they have to be able to talk to each other on a very simple basis, and with the C4i system, a few button presses on a screen and they can have instant interoperability. Makes it very simple for the dispatchers to be able to control that, especially in a stressful time.
Mm-hmm. When we have just any discussion around interoperability, the question of P25 automatically comes up. P25 radios address a lot of issues. Can you tell me about how C4i addresses P25 radios?
With our recent software enhancements, we have additional control and additional functionality for some P25 radios. We really basically are radio agnostic because we can work with many different radio systems that are available today. The P25, for example, we have control capability, talk group capability, IDs, we support emergencies, and we can do a lot of different programming functionality from the operator screen of the radio system.
Mm-hmm. Kind of shifting gears a little bit, you made me think of something about C4i, is that you have the ability to support a wide variety of interfaces, of devices, things like video and other such things. Can you, sorry to shift gears so fast there, but can you tell us a little about that as well?
We support video, so an operator can monitor several video cameras on a single screen at the same time. In addition to controlling relays for different systems, door openers or gate closures, or opening and closing the doors at a firehouse during an emergency call out. We also have the ability to monitor a number of different types of alarm systems. So in an airport environment where they may have many alarms occurring, we can send that information right to a dispatcher screen. Not only do we support video camera capability on the screens, but we also support a very high level of telephony. Mm-hmm. We can integrate to a number of different SIP-based, which is an open standards protocol-based phone systems. We also support a number of different POTS lines, plain old telephone service. So we have analog capability as well as digital capability, and we can integrate those across the radio networks as well. So a radio user can have access to a telephone user can have access to a radio.
Dave, thank you very much. Brad, thank you very much. I think we've all learned a lot today. I want to thank you for your time. Doug Wiley with Police One and your host of C4i Today.